I'm going to show you how to work efficiently, no matter what your task may be. In my case here, I'm working with some electronics. I have an old encoder manufactured from Germany, and it's not working, and I'm going to be replacing it with a working one, and I need to redo all the wires, and I have some heat shrink here, and I'll be swapping all the cables. There are quite a few cables from one device to the other. So it's easy to work hard, but it's hard to work efficient. What this means is when you first begin a task, no matter what it is, you don't know how everything works. So after you notice certain procedures, you can make your life more easier by working efficiently. So I've removed the old cables and I have my working device right here. So I'm going to be removing the cables and soldering them on. But the idea works for anything that you do. I repair TVs, and you find different ways that you can be more efficient. That means that if you can do something that saves time and money, then do that. So when I got all the cables in on this, I'll show you some of the procedures. Number one is the tools. So you can also fix many things without the proper tools, but using the proper tools can be beneficial. In this case, using heat shrink, it was needed because I could use electrical tape, but electrical tape won't work as well. So I took off the ends and I have my wire and I soldered that up. And when I'm first doing the very first one, I wasn't too sure about how to make the procedure, how to make this more efficient. But after doing many, you'll learn different ways to make things more efficient there. So after I got the first wire done, then I was able to find a procedure to make things faster. So what I did was do the same sequence of things in the same order. So twisting all the wires together, then putting all the heat shrinks on, and then having all the heat shrinks just heating them up at the same time. This makes it faster instead of doing one wire at a time. This is the same logic that works with programming. At first you may not understand how things are working, but then later you can make functions and then it's more reusable. So it can apply also to your life when you're making working on a deck or things like that. You can find about holding different screws, and it makes things more faster. So here I have all the wires just all twisted together, then I can easily solder. And then when you're soldering, you already have the solder in your hand, so it's easier to go from one wire to the other. Other thing is double checking your work before you put things together. So I'm just checking out all the wires, because when you put things together and if there's something wrong, you have to take it apart, and again, that's not as efficient. So that's the same as like if you're fixing a cell phone screen, test it before putting it together, because it's really hard to take it apart. In this case, this thing is not too hard to take apart, but it's a good idea to check everything out. So there I got this new wire on there and has the new cable, so I can test it out now. So thanks for watching. If you're interested in electronics, you can subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.